What's up, everyone? It's Ring Report back in action with another roundup of the craziest news bites and rumors you can't miss, including breaking R-Truth released from WWE, Judgment Day rocked as Carlito exits, Bliss's two-word farewell to R-Truth, Gunther ghosts WWE, Flair flames JR, locker room melts down over R-Truth exit, and many more. Breaking R-Truth released from WWE, R-Truth just detonated WWE's calm with a tweet bomb. I got released, ending a seismic 17-year run and leaving even John Cena's dressing room silent. Yes, the same Cena he tangled with only days ago at Saturday night's main event before absorbing an attitude adjustment through a table and slogging into a final SmackDown match against JC Mateo. Fans gasped, but the Backstage crew flat out froze, with insiders describing shock and disbelief as Sean Ross Sapp confirmed the news while veterans refreshed their phones, hoping it was a joke. Remember, Truth isn't some nostalgia act collecting paychecks. He's a two-time US champion, two-time tag champ, and the mad genius who rewrote record books with a ludicrous 54 reigns as 24/7 champion, turning bathroom brawls into viral art. At 53, his cardio still outruns half the roster, and his punchline timing sells more merch than some main eventers, which is why the release feels less like budget trimming and more like WWE accidentally deleting its comic relief file. The ripple effect is immediate. Indie promoters are already sliding into Truth's DMs, AEW memes are flying, and locker room morale just dipped because the guy who kept bus rides loud with rap freestyles and dad jokes is suddenly a free agent. What's next? Killings hinted nothing but gratitude in his exit post, but industry whispers predict a tour of nostalgia pops, podcast gold, and maybe a surprise Rumble cameo if bridges aren't scorched. Bottom line, WWE just benched its perennial feel-good MVP, and the audience radar is locked on whether the company owns the L or Truth turns the entire situation into his next remix hit. Either way, the laughs are heading wherever he signs up next. Judgment Day rocked as Carlito exits. WWE just fired another curveball. Carlito's contract won't be renewed, cutting the apple-spitting trickster loose a day after R-Truth's bombshell exit. The 46-year-old headlined WWC Summer Madness in Puerto Rico last night, grabbed the heavyweight strap, then woke up to discover Stanford had quietly crossed out his name. Backstage voices label the vibe, shocked yet resigned. Raw plans stalled, creative froze, and Triple H is trimming any non-essential ahead of a rumored Netflix-era budget purge. Still, this is the guy who debuted by pinning John Cena and turned fruit spitting into a meme before memes existed, so fans are flaming corporate math for axing nostalgia. Indie promoters from MLW to AAA are already sliding into his DMs, and an AEW cameo feels inevitable. Tony Khan loves a buzzworthy veteran who can still nail a silky backstabber. Judgment Day's storyline chessboard just lost a rook, leaving Finn Balor scrambling for backup while Endeavor accountants keep sharpening the axe. Two veteran cuts in 24 hours scream WWE's new mantra, move metrics or move on. Gunther ghosts WWE, Flair flames. Two nuclear tweets just blew up the wrestling world. First, Gunther, the juggernaut who chopped his way into WrestleMania headlines, quietly wiped every WWE-related post from his ex account, leaving nothing but a 2-year-old retweet of wife Ginny's Saint Laurent fit and a couple of heart emoji replies. You don't torch your social archive in the middle of a title program with Jey Uso unless something backstage is sizzling. The purge drops weeks before their heavyweight belt rematch, igniting theories that the ring general is saber-rattling over creative control, angling for a monster contract, or priming a shock transfer to the Netflix-era Raw rebrand. Then because the timeline wasn't chaotic enough, 76-year-old Ric Flair decided to body slam Goodwill by calling cancer-stricken legend Jim Ross attention-seeking, backpedaled by claiming it was harmless fun, and finally tried to smooth it over with a rambling difference of opinion statement that somehow shoehorned Mount Rushmore references and personal tragedies into one tweet storm. Ross hasn't fired back, but the wrestling internet has. Ex-talent are shredding Flair for punching down, while JR rehabs. Pundits are unearthing their decade-old feud from the infamous WWE 2014 panel meltdown, and AEW loyalists are chanting, "Leave JR alone," in Discord servers. Combine a top champion ghosting corporate branding with a Hall of Famer reigniting a Hall of Famer, and you've got a locker room on eggshells because Endeavor's accountants are already clipping non-essential contracts, and now morale's tanking faster than a botched moonsault. Bottom line, watch Gunther's next promo body language and Flair's next apology tour. One misstep, and we might witness either a contract standoff on live TV or the final woo heard round the world, and you'll want front row seats, so smash that subscribe before the next tweet disappears. Bliss's two-word farewell to R-Truth. Alexa Bliss just fired a two-word missile at WWE's timeline moments after R-Truth confirmed his release. Thank you! The shout ricocheted beyond casual likes, morphing into a locker room salute for the 53-year-old who transformed bathroom brawls into primetime comedy and stacked a record 54 reigns with the 24/7 title during a 17-year run. Fans flooded Bliss's replies with crying laugh emojis and goat icons. At the same time, fellow superstars hit retweet in solidarity, a digital guard of honor underscoring how blindsided the roster feels by WWE's latest cut. If gratitude is the loudest protest, Bliss just led the chorus. Now the entire wrestling world is waiting to see who echoes next. Locker room melts down over R-Truth exit. WWE just torched Twitter. Seconds after R-Truth's "I'm released" bomb, the roster detonated with raw emotion. Rhea Ripley fired off literally heartbreaking "Thank you, Truth." Pat McAfee dubbed him "Guaranteed Joy." The Miz dropped a love letter thread calling their awesome Truth run one in a lifetime. Kevin Owens piled on, joking that Truth's locker room freestyles saved more morale than catering ever could, while NXT graduates spammed goat emojis like a digital guard of honor. The outpouring isn't just nostalgia, it's panic. Truth's comic timing glued together cold segues, and with Endeavor accountants already pruning mid-card salaries, every thank you tweet doubles as a resume in case more cuts drop before Money in the Bank. Fans are tracking who hasn't spoken yet. Cena's silence is deafening. Judgment Day heels suddenly look respectful, and even Grayson Waller posted a crying laugh gif instead of a roast. Algorithms are loving it. Truth's name trended top 5 worldwide in under 9 minutes, beating NBA Finals chatter and sending the Thank You Truth shirt straight to Pro Wrestling Tees' bestseller list. Industry vets say this reaction wave could nudge WWE to book a farewell cameo. Imagine a surprise Rumble spot that blows the roof off Indianapolis and spikes Peacock subs right before the Netflix handoff. Until then, Truth's phone is buzzing with indie offers from GCW to AAA because promoters know a rap entrance plus a quick backflip dropkick equals instant house. Bottom line, when a dude who won the 24/7 title 54 times exits and the entire locker room drops kayfabe to salute him, you're witnessing a culture quake, not a routine release. So smash subscribe because the next tweet you see might be Truth announcing where he'll clap back first, and you won't want the spoiler. And that's the bell. If you just felt that power slam of insider news, hit like and tag a friend who needs it. Tap subscribe and ring the bell so you never miss a single rumors, roundup, hot take, or surprise return. Drop your boldest prediction in the comments. Feature the spiciest ones in every show.